That's So Raven is about a black girl with anxiety. Yeah, I'll explain that here in this video. That's So Raven's an American sitcom that ran for 4 seasons between January 2003 and November 2007, airing exactly 100 episodes. And like most teen shows, the show's timeline just covers 1 school year per season. It centers on teenager Raven Baxter. She's 14 at the beginning of the series. In season 1, she possesses psychic abilities that allow her to glimpse into the future. The main gist of each episode is that Raven receives an out-of-context vision of some event, and she either rushes to prevent a vision or to make it happen, leading to disastrous and hilarious results. The show blends a typical teen sitcom with a fun blend of comedy and life lessons, often through Raven's attempts to navigate her visions, which frequently lead to chaotic and humorous situations. Raven's vision symbolizes the unknown future, highlighting how attempts to control destiny can backfire or lead to growth. The show has strong family dynamics, and the characters act as one family unit. This helps as Eddie and Chelsea are believable childhood best friends. Chelsea is her best friend, played by Annalise Vanderpool, and Orlando Brown plays Eddie. Both of them are great actors, and they show a lot of chemistry between. And there's just a lot of chemistry between these characters. Like, I truly believe that they're childhood friends, and I find that better because, like, if you just look at a lot of like modern Disney shows, like the friends just feel almost so tacked on. Like their friendship just feels so artificial. Raven's family also provides her with guidance and emotional support, showing family as a safety net amid chaos. They are very supportive. Like, I was rewatching the show and I'm like, oh my gosh, they are like a really nice family. Like they are really accepting of her of a lot of the crap she pulls, you know. Totally imagine like one of her parents on Reddit just like making like a really concerned post like, "Hi, we have a daughter, 15, female. She has a lot of anxiety, and the weird part is a lot of her predictions tend to come true, so she has a lot of neuroses about it, and she does a lot of weird things. Like, we get several calls from the school, like 1 minute she's on a literal window washing scaffold, the next she's climbing through school vents, and then there was this one time where she dressed up as a cop to bust her brother for stealing. This other time where she basically pretended to be like a nightclub singer, or that other time when she went undercover to stop a racist. One time where she went behind the set of a movie. She clearly has like severe issues, and we're just wondering what exactly we should do or how to handle this situation, because it's getting very disturbing. She's reached levels where we just don't even understand what's going on with her anymore. Raven is like neurotic to the point where it's just hilarious. The fact that the characters are already aware of Raven's powers avoids a lot of the pitfalls that other secret identity shows have. Like, it gives the characters a lot more agency, it strengthens their dynamic before the show even begins. The only issue is that Raven's powers being secret isn't as big of a plot point. Because all the characters already know, and because it's such a regular part of her life, it doesn't have the same importance that, say, Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place would have. It would the show kind of implies that it would make her like the weird girl that doesn't fit in, but then when you realize that she already is the weird girl that doesn't fit in, the writers kind of wrote it differently, where like it would just make her more of like a celebrity around school. In the episode where we see Eddie get his powers, you know, the show deals with relatable teen issues like school pressures, identity, social fitting in. You know, they even have very special episodes sometimes. The one on racism is a very popular one. There were a few on body image and like shoplifting and smoking. Many of these were insanely powerful, and you know, a strong moral gives shows their staying power in the viewer's mind. Another big theme of the show that I didn't even notice when I first watched it is honesty. It's the theme of the first like 3 episodes, and Raven's worries about her visions cause her to lie and scheme multiple times. One of my favorite scenes is the first one, actually. Raven's parents tell her that she doesn't have to lie to them, and she has to learn this lesson over and over and over again. Her maternal grandmother already has visions, so her mother already kind of understands the score. This isn't something new. This is a very normal like part of her family. And Raven's parents do a very good job of keeping her life normal, which probably explains why they're so accepting of her crazy antics, because like knowing the immediate future would cause anyone to have a bunch of issues. You know, it's one of the first Disney shows with an African-American lead family, having several episodes about Black history and Black issues of like diversity, embracing uniqueness. Like, Raven's fashion style and psychic ability are a great shorthand for difference, and I definitely like that. Like, Raven is definitely one of my favorite Disney characters. No, she is the best character in a Disney sitcom that I can think of. Actually, like, no one even holds a candle. So she is definitely my favorite character, and is now one of my favorite neurotic characters on TV, along with Freddie's mom. It's just funny watching her basically struggle with this destiny, but her destiny is basically just like mild inconveniences. It's very interesting. Like, she is basically just Aang. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this power, but she does anyway. So, oops. Oh man, that sucks. It's like, at least Miley gets to like choose to be Hannah. Like, Raven gets no say in this. He's the annoying younger sibling. Like, this is a very common trope, and basically every Disney show repeats it over and over again. One funny thing is that like they repeat it in different ways, but like they're very unoriginal about it. In like, I'm thinking of Hannah Montana. Like, instead of an annoying younger brother, we have an annoying older brother. Wow, really groundbreaking stuff, Disney. Really hit it out of the ballpark. He shows a lot of loyalty to her though, and then he starts to slowly develop his own personality as the show goes on. And he has enough of a personality that they give him his own spin-off. And he does a great job. I'll get into Cory in the House later, but that's a show for another time. Wow. Okay. Then we get her best friend Chelsea. She's the eccentric sidekick. Chelsea's she's a bit ditzy. She's optimistic and quirky. She provides a lot of comic relief, and she balances Raven's intensity. She's definitely like my second favorite character on the show. She is so funny. Oh my gosh. Like I was rewatching the show and I forgot how like freaking hilarious Chelsea is. Like almost every scene she's in just makes me just laugh like crazy. Oh my gosh. And you know, you don't really see this dynamic that much in other Disney shows. Like Miley and Lily are like, and I'm going to say it, but like Miley and Lily are much plainer. Girly girl and tomboy. Wow. You know, I'm sorry. The more and more I do this review, I'm starting to realize, like, Hannah Montana's just White Raven, just like literally even more blander. And oh, okay, I won't open that can of worms today. Victor and Tanya are my favorite Disney parents, hands down. Like, not even a contest. I think they're tied with Amy and Bob as my like personal favorite Disney parents. I just find them hilarious. They have their own personalities and goals, and they have their own lives too, so it's nice. It's nice that they incorporate the dad's career into the show like very often. They talk about Victor's cooking a lot. I did not even remember until like, well, no, I knew that, but like I didn't realize how much of a focus there was on the fact that he was a chef until and they even carry that on into Cory in the House. He has so much personality and character too that he helped carry that spin-off as well. So like the Disney writers knew what they were doing. They knew how strong these characters were and the acting chops of the actors on the show. The show has a recurring like mean girl figures like Alana, and she has her henchmen like Muff. The episode where the Raven's henchwomen are so funny. Anyway, the show, there are many myths and legends based on the show. Like the show's premise of precognitive visions draws from ancient myths where seers glimpse into the future but struggle with interpretation or consequences, often leading to irony or tragedy. Though the show twists all this into comedy, the show never goes too far with any of her visions. It's like Cassandra from Greek mythology, Oracle of Delphi, Celtic Second Sight. These parallels highlight themes of fate versus free will, with the show uniquely emphasizing empowerment through action rather than passive acceptance. Biblical narratives often feature divine visions or prophecies, paralleling Raven's psychic glimpses as a tool for guidance or warning. Though with a spiritual rather than secular tone, these stories involve misinterpretation, intervention, and moral lessons. Talk about is Joseph's dream interpretations from Genesis 37 to 41. Daniel's visions and interpretations, book Ezekiel's prophetic visions. So, I think Peter. Oh yeah, Peter's vision in Acts. And also, let's not forget the craziest one of all, the apocalyptic revelation to John in the book of Revelation. Master disguise. Raven is a master disguise. Like that's also something that the show never touches on directly, but it is a thing, you know? It's very strange because like that is such like a big part of the show, but it's like never directly said. And I like how they incorporate all of Raven's like fashion into the show. Like that's where she gets the disguises from, by the way. Like I'm not sure. The show never directly says that, but like, and I kind of like that. Like, the show never directly says anything. Like, the show doesn't even explain the visions. Like, it just happens in the first episode, and you're just like, okay. Raven's a master disguise. She's constantly dressing up in disguises and schemes, and I've never seen another Disney character do that. I think it's just they just don't have the acting chops. Like, let's just be honest. They just like Raven is just the best Disney actress, and the show's continuity is like crazy. There's one episode where like she straight up is like, "Love you, Devon. We're together forever," and then like in like the next episode she's freaking like trying to date Eddie. Like that was the weirdest episode of the entire show. Like that episode where she dates Eddie is just the strangest thing I've like. I just like to pretend it never happened because it's the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. That episode is the worst episode of the show probably. Or no, you know the really worst episode of the show is that one where she goes to meet her Southern family. And like, oh my gosh, like one thing I like, Giovanni Samuels is in it, and I always liked her from all that. And Like, and she's always playing. Hey, one thing I also know, she's like always playing cousins. She was like Raven's cousin, and she was like Mosby's niece, and like, why is she always playing like the distant family member of some like main black character? That's she's great though. She like I always liked her. I really I always found her super pretty, and anyway, moving on. What's it called? Yeah, but that episode sucked. Oh my gosh, with Raven in the farm, and she's playing like multiple versions. Like those characters gave me like nightmares for like they still give me nightmares. Why did they do this? Like I know she's like a great actress and like a master of disguise, but like come on, I'm not even gonna show the clips because like the episode's just too disturbing for me to even like go back to it. But oh man, jeez, what were they thinking? And like I know half the writers on the show are white, so there's just like there is an element of like I feel like there was something like racist going on in a few of these episodes, and like just saying there were a few things where like the writers really just needed to like no, let's not. The show also had an episode that straight up inspired High School Musical called The Road to Audition. It like the episode was really I remember really liking the episode when it came out, and then also really liking it again when I rewatched it. And rules, including exceptions for plot. Raven's clairvoyance allows short, involuntary glimpses into the near future, often triggered randomly or by touch or just objects in her immediate area. Yeah. Visions are brief. They last for only a few seconds. They're vague and out of context, leading to misinterpretation. They're often unpredictable, without control over timing or content. Raven can't see the full event or surrounding details, creating uncertainty. Interventions can fulfill, prevent, and alter visions. Visions typically involve Raven or those close to her, focusing on immediate events. Usually things that are minutes away or days or weeks. There's some things that I don't count as canon, actually, like things that there obviously, like, since it's a sitcom, since it's a weekly kids sitcom, like the rules are very flexible. There's some things that I consider that I don't really consider like either canon or just exceptions for the plot. She doesn't really have far distant visions. Like there are a few where there's one that they're like 80 or something, and there's another one where she has like a dream of her having kids with Eddie, and like I don't count those because like that would just utterly horrifying. Imagine having a vision of you from 30 years in the future, like you're about to go on a date with someone that you have a vision 30 years in the future of you like having like 4 kids, and like that would give me like the biggest nightmare on earth. Like so I just don't think that's canon. I don't accept those as like a reality in the show's world. There's also like one vision that lasted an entire episode. What the hell? She had a 30-minute she had a 21-minute vision plus commercials. Like what the fuck? Seriously. That was a clever framing device, but like it literally doesn't make any sense. So, and usually like the show implies that the visions are the same amount of time outside as inside. So like the idea that she just had like a 30-minute one, like I know like they're going to imply that it just lasted a second. Like time works differently in Vision Land, but I don't know. So I consider all those non-canon. The one where they go to the one where they're 80 and having their reunion, the one where she has like children with Eddie, and the one where they're cows. I don't consider those canon, but it's still funny, still interesting. Yeah, like, and the visions are interesting. Like some visions are prevented entirely. Others occur, but with like altered context due to the intervention. External factors can distort visions. Like she has one episode where she uses like the wrong shampoo that she's allergic to, and it causes her like really messed up vision. So external factors can distort her visions. All in all, That's So Raven is fantastic. It's definitely like the best Disney Channel show, which, you know, is actually kind of sad because like the network's been making sitcoms like this for like the past 30 years, and basically the first one to do that is still the best. Like it is very depressing. So like every show has consistently been worse. Oh snap. Yeah, I think the show does a good job of representing San Francisco, you know, like I wish there were more like streetcar references and stuff, but like I wish there were more like streetcar and location references, but oh well, half the show takes place at her house anyway. And it's one of the few Disney shows I can think of where the door for the house is on the left side. You don't really see that much in shows. So anyway, tell me in the comments how you feel about the show. What's your favorite episode, and how you would react if you had psychic abilities? Like, what would you be doing? Like, I feel like if you could gaze into the future, like you might think life would be a breeze, but like it's not a breeze, you know? That I feel like I've heard no one talk about. Not a single person is like, why is Raven always the one driving? Like you look at several episodes, she's like carpooling people, and it's like, why are you always the one driving? You regularly have absent seizures, like unpredictable, uncontrollable absent seizures. Like you should not be behind the wheel of any vehicle. Or like she's driving on one of on those California roads, and she's like gonna make a hard turn. She has a vision, and the visions are going off the cliff. She wakes up with a vision, and they're tumbling down the hill. Oh my gosh, that'd be a crazy episode. That'd be like the last episode. Definitely, that'd be yeah, obviously, that'd be the last episode. Oh man. What's my favorite? My favorite vision on the show is the one where the parents are going to go out dancing. I don't know why, but I just love that image. I love those parents. Yeah, I love Raven. She reminds me of my own sister. My sister's always getting into wacky schemes and stuff, and my parents are just always like, "What the heck?" Man, I love my sister, man. But you know, the thing is, yeah. The mom left the show in season 3, and it's kind of sad because you can feel her presence, like just absent in the show. She was a character that I liked a lot, and you know, it's sad to see her go. I like the law school thing, like that definitely very interesting. I like that was an interesting take. Like they didn't just replace her or anything. It was like it was very consistent with her character and really showed that every character has a goal and a dream in the show, and that they don't just sit around. Yeah, one thing that I like about this family is that they're definitely like a game show family. Like they regularly sign up for game shows. They regularly sign up for like TV spots and contests. So I like that. That's a continuing aspect of the family, of the Baxter family that I like, that they never really say directly out loud, but it's also something that you just see on the show. They regularly sign up for game shows and like TV stuff. So my favorite episode is probably the dodgeball one where Raven falls on Bianca and turns her nice. Like it's so cartoonish. It's so silly. Like it's just I love it. The popcorn episode's funny too. Favorite joke on the show is Alana was so bad, her parents sent her to military school. Bianca was so bad, she got kicked out of military school. Like, that joke is fucking hilarious. As someone who loves humor, this is a layered escalation joke. It's also called a one-up joke or a comparative exaggeration. Joke. The setup establishes a standard of badness, sent to military school, and the punchline escalates the same idea. It's so funny because the escalation provides the contrast. The joke takes an extreme situation, which is military school, and exaggerates it further into absurdity. It's also a surprise because there's a rhythm and symmetry with the mirrored phrasing "was so bad," which makes the contrast very funny. So it also provides some exposition. You know, it tells us Bianca's reputation without providing Bianca's background and reputation, while also explaining Alana's absence. So that's the funniest joke in the entire show, like hands down. And I will fight you on that one. So yeah. That's at its heart, That's a Raven conveys that embracing your true self, flaws, unique abilities, and all, leads to personal growth and stronger relationships. It stresses that trying to control the uncontrollable, like the future, often teaches humility, while family and friends provide the support needed to navigate life's unpredictabilities.